Now, to talk more about the issue and what can be done is Alexander Brown, the CEO of an organization called Together. Alexander, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So let's get right to the matter here. Why are those disparities there, and what are you doing to help alleviate them?
Absolutely. Well, first, good morning to those who are watching. Those disparities are existing because, Marissa, to be frank, policies. Right now, we are in a landscape that is constantly at a high velocity, and we have to meet this moment with staunch advocacy. And what we're doing right now is hitting all cylinders. So with my company Together, we are trying to empower Gen Z and youth voices to have that urgency as we're going to be the future leaders of this country, and also getting to the expertise, Marissa, because truly we don't have all the answers, but we do know what gaps exist, and we do know what we have to do to fill those gaps.
We understand that people of color face significantly higher barriers to care, disproportionately experience those symptoms. They tend to be more persistent. Why do you believe that is?
Well, I believe it's also a cultural stigma piece. I know personally a lot of conversations are unfortunately silent, and some of the most hardest battles we fight as a collective are the ones that we don't say out loud. One of those biggest pieces is talking about the communication waves and also patterns that we're using to talk about mental health and the stigma that exists that's attached to it. So I believe it's our job to knock down those silos in our culture, and also just to talk about it, because we all go through it and we all share the same similar struggles. And when we're talking about the minority communities itself, we've seen over years and generations to come that ultimately when we talk about it, we're able to confront it the best.
Do you find as well that the systemic inequities exist as well in the mental health space?
Absolutely. I believe that these stigmas are existent all across the board, but one thing that we have to also talk about is that how do we get here, and how do we move forward as a collective when we talk about that? Well, a lot of the things that we've been doing as an organization too is talking to people that really do not have the best, solutions-based mind of how to go about confronting the mental health crisis, because it's existing and it's confronting our households every day. And it's hard to confront a perceived threat when you can't see it, but the more and more we're able to identify it and also look at the signs of what those silos and stigmas look like, the more we're able to actually talk about it and get to work and put actual programming that is meant to help people and to keep people safe and secure.
Absolutely. Some people don't know what they don't know, essentially.
Absolutely.
So, Alexander, where can people go to get more information about your organization and connect to hopefully get better?
Absolutely. I look forward to all people joining our company, because we are a company that's based in common sense solutions and also finding a middle ground. We're in times that division truly is trying its best to, silo us and keep us from talking to one another, but we want to bring that table back. And you can reach us at www.together.org, and also reach out to me personally, because I really want to build partnerships of what we're doing to actually have this conversation and meet this moment, because, Marissa, once again, it's up to us to keep it. And all of us have a charge to be our collective responsibility, and also to, look in the face of a stranger and see a friend and not someone that we have to have a perceived threat of. Mental health, swelters all of us, and it's all of us, that has to confront it together.
All right. It takes a village. Thank you so much for your time and for all of the work that you do. We appreciate it.
No, thank you so much. Have a wonderful morning. Thank you.